Day 206. Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble. Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching. Many have left for Matriarch's mercy, seeking refuge with the Order. The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate? The Order won't...
Incessant muttering to oneself may disturb fellow passengers. Further conduct violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering rattletrap! Such threats compel me no longer. I now answer to no one. I've seen through the lies of both sides. In time, everyone will.
Unwarranted optimism may be a sign of a more serious imbalance. Please see a curativist before boarding.
Curante. Like, that's insane. Literally insane. Plasma grenade there. Very representing the damages converted to energy. Shit. Some weird shit. These are weird. Heavy rounds. Wait, there's different guns and shit now? Don't have that one. I can do plasma grenades. I don't know long rounds. Right. Plasma charges. Probably shouldn't be spending all of my money on this, but you know. What are you gonna do? Girl! Alright, so weird. I don't have any of those weapons because I just got here. Fun. Shit. Oh, fine. That's my way.
We got an appointment to keep at Matriarch's mercy. Let's just hope we don't get shelled too.
A one-week prognostication from a seer. Absolutely free. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Sure. I don't know what I had to do for the last thing. Run, boys!
Please, somebody help us! Anybody, please!
do you want? Who are you? Oh, hi. Hey.
Finally,
What are you gonna do?
some help. We desperately
Yeah.
need aid. Desperately.
Yeah. That's
My family and I, we was making our way to the Mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move them by myself. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off, but they'll be back. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please.
I maybe fuck it.
I don't...
I have some medicine.
Very,
knowledge.
by my guess, she was bit on the thigh, high, like, can see bone.
Hi, huh?
Or maybe white means infected? She's screaming all the time when she's awake. Then she goes to sleep. She's in agony. And my son ain't waked since the attack. Hurry,
Yeah.
please.
Y'all gotta
We
rip me
must
out.
hurry or they'll be eaten. Or
Sounds
worse.
like it's too late for them already. You better off continuing on your own. Goodbye.
Thank you.
No
Thank
more
you.
dead weight.
Yeah, this way.
Take it. Alright. Whoa. I'm not even running. Go ahead, try to rip me off. Blast you right in your ass. And pull it to me right in your butt cheek. Got that right. Holy hell! Somebody spit somebody out.
Who's there? Ready to waste it. On your command.
Holy hell!
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
A little woozy, huh?
Take your position so I can take
You
the
ain't
adrenal
worth
time.
scrap!
Damn it! I forget that I have to, like, heal. I continuously forget that I have to heal. Yes, die. Yeah,
Commander, you're bleeding.
I know.
Need a
I
better
live my
spot.
life that way. You know. Doing my commitment. Hey! You fucking dead. You shithead. Alright,
New-ish.
I knew you. I don't understand. How did you go? That bastard. Hey! Asshole wannabe refugee, where the hell did you go? Feel like jumped out of the way, so where'd it go? Hey! There we go in their heels. Moving to California, everybody. Oh, never mind. I saw your name, like, floating above the fucking back of the trailer, and I was about to shoot you in the head. Then I realized you were mine. And you're not. Other ass. Where the hell did this stupid dude go? Yeah, please. You guys have like... Do that. Do that. Do it. Plan is good. We kill a lot of dumb people and take their stuff. Wow, you calling other people dumb. You shut the hell up. Right. It's hard sometimes to still talk smart. Talk smart. What the fuck are you talking about? just from the beginning, your opening to your stupid fucking plan literally makes me think that you must be a 5-year-old. Because that's the kind of intelligence you're putting out there. And you're talking about, oh, it's hard for me to talk smart. Stupid. Taking adrenochrome makes talking good easy. But after adrenochrome makes it even more harder. Jesus Christ. Have you not had any in 3 days? What the fuck's happening? So, need more adrenochrome. We just gotta move. Find new people to steal from, or guys. Antis guys and angry order guys are all hard to fight. New peoples is easy. Just find new place to catch them when order guys not around. Yeah, this is a good plan. Where did all the other bodies go? I put more of the 3 that I've looted thus far. Guys around here. I still want to know where that fucking asshole went. I seriously hope I could find him. Just so I can, like, shoot him in the foot. Who's moving? I'll kill you all. Shut up. Alright. Freaking aliens. Okay, fine.
Another refugee? All right, step forward.
Who are you? Fine, don't talk to me then. I don't care.
Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations.
Oh, I don't think so.
I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger.
Why you tried to choke him? Who's that?
I thought the name was self-explanatory. Our seer predicted that a corner of the encampment is in terrible danger. Danger from what? Or when? Unclear. Stay away from it, and, in all probability, you won't have to find out.
People sure take your predictions seriously. I thought refugee encampments were supposed to be safe. Is there a rule number 3? Thanks for the warning. Be seeing you. Take your,
Our predictions spring from the universal equation, the very numbers that guide the stars. Only a fool ignores probability, and we don't suffer fools around these parts.
Okay, but hear me out. The law of probability is also the exact same excuse that a gambling addict would use for why they still need to play. Because the law of probability says I've got to get back at some point.
Not at present, but according to our predictions, the creation of a third rule is likely, if not inevitable.
What else are you going to predict for me before I leave, huh?
Safety and probability are incompatible. Eventually, nowhere will be safe.
Oh my God.
Including here. That's enough questions.
Mentality.
Keep the line moving. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
I want to shoot you in the face, but I'm going to... I digress. What the hell? Ooh, I wonder if I can steal it.
Do you believe
do you
Arcadia
want?
shall ever
I remember this place before the war. Functioning tramiculars. The peaceful silence of the canyons.
I can't recall the last time this region was silent.
Georgie. I'm begging ass. Ooh, then I can steal it. No, I'm detecting. Everybody, go somewhere else. Look away so I can steal all of your guns. Hey!
I swear, it's nigh on impossible to find decent animal remains in these parts.
Wait, 3-1 and... But why? Pure ethanol? Jesus Christ.
If we factor for random elements offsetting certain key variables, upsetting the mock apple cart, as it were, we start to grasp the potential range of disruption. And then we solve for the... apologies. Just catching up on a research assignment between queries. Yes? Did you need something?
I was wondering if you could tell me the square root of pi.
Oh, doesn't everyone have that memorized? It's 1.77245385. Ah, I see you were making a jest and/or attempt at conversation. Anything else?
You could perform advanced calculations in the midst of a business element?
Typically, no. And it has been somewhat challenging focusing my concentration. The abbot felt a scientician operating in a conspicuous spot in the thoroughfare might be useful. An illustrative way for our guests to see how we operate. To show how the Crabble patties are made, as it were. That is, if the meat preparation involved a 90-step rate formula and a conflux of polynomial equations.
So you're just mathing out here in public? So passerbys can watch you math? You think that's what the displaced refugees most need right now?
I am also on hand to answer queries by providing data supporting our actions. Though perhaps due to my central location, 89.74% of the time, I am simply asked for directions.
Maybe they'll have more pressing concerns than polynomials. Bet the other 10.26% of the time they're asking you if they can use the space. Probably. What kind of data do you have in support of
I am sure they bear any inconveniences with grace and dignity. I mean, the statistical jump correlated to residents within Matriarch's Mercy has some pretty compelling numbers. According to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in key relevant quality of life factors. Longevity, access to medicine, potable water. Life outside sees increased risk of starvation, inclement weather, and hostile xenofauna. Yes, indeed. Numbers are really against you out there.
And how does that make you feel? Jackass. Most people need more than medicine and water to be had.
We have diverted internal resources to better meet demand in key areas. And I'm pleased to say that's led to a statistically significant 2.7% increase in refugee satisfaction. But if my data remains unconvincing, I suggest you inquire with Provisioner Plotnik inside the lift building. Simply tell her Archivist Widmark approves brief use of her time.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that you're volunteering.
Then back to it I shall get.
If you volunteer me for shit, I'm gonna shoot you in the head, okay? Just letting you tell her. Hi, who are you?
My soup is nutritionally calculated to sustain all bodily functions, but it could use a little salt.
Are you sure that's quantifiably correct? Hey. Why don't you cough in my face, you
How long are we meant to
bastard?
stay here?
Ask the order. I'm not in the prediction business.
There's stupid. Y'all are stupid. I want to feel everything. There's people everywhere. I can see you. No, you can't. Hey, how come I can't talk to you? Or shoot you? Oh, I might be able to shoot you.
Broke my nose last, Scrap. Or,
Mopatha?
I guess Rolly Dortmunder did, huh? I still don't get any of this.
Seriously, Mopatha?
Since the schism, the Protectorate have rewritten history to exclude our teachings.
Yeah. Good work. There's you talking about a fan soup for it. I did. Ooh! I can fix it! Examine. Yes. Try and recall everything you know about the architecture. You see a large pile of seemingly unrelated debris. What this once was isn't really really? It's a scaffold. Keep examining. You determined this was an improvised structure, possibly multi-story, before it collapsed. Internal load-bearing elements clearly proved insufficient. You see a large pile of... Oh my god. Fucking never mind.
Shame what happened there. I seen the whole thing.
Huh? Is that you?
Commander, you got a minute to talk?
Oh yeah,
I got
sure.
some thoughts on this situation with the refugees.
I have thoughts on it. I try to stop that whenever necessary because it doesn't do me any good.
The number of folks seeking refuge from the war is, well, it's beyond what I expected. And beyond what the
forgot about
Order
that
is
thing.
capable of handling, seems like. Andes may not be faring much better here, but we could at least find enough work for these folk to buy some food.
Whoever's doing their best and not making the refugees earn their help. Maybe, maybe not. If those are the only two options, I prefer dying out in the desert naturally. Why would Anthony's choice be anything about anything out of the kindness of their hearts? What?
You sure? The Order seems a whole lot more concerned with dazzling the populace with numbers than anything else.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's
a
what
tough
every single one of
situation,
them are
that's all I'm
talking about.
saying. But if the Order can't even manage tens of folk at their doorstep, they ain't gonna manage much better should they win the war.
Not for fun. Yeah. Oh, no, let's figure out the most efficient way of helping people soon enough. Right. Let's ask these refugees if they prefer free food or having to work for it. Free is good. I have so much less I have to do.
I'd like to believe that. But frankly, I got some other concerns. I went through this myself when Andy's Choice took over Tau Ceti. It took time to secure the merger, but once they did, we folk got the help we needed real quick. And all they wanted in return was the signing of an employment contract. Now, I ain't seeing any contracts in Matriarch's Mercy. So what is the Order actually gaining by doing this?
Isn't buying your contract, or stating that they're buying your contract, a nicer version of saying you're not a prostitute? Because you're just basically prostituting yourself for doing whatever they want you to do, because that will fulfill your contract. I don't know. Nobody's saying the dare attack refugees. I'm not so sure about that. That I would be more willing to believe. I don't believe that.
Don't see how it's wrong if it benefited the both of us. Anyhow, if the Order is in fact helping these folk with no hidden aims, then... well, I'll be the first to admit that there might just be merit in what they're selling. Appreciate you hearing me out.
A lot has happened lately. I'm sure you have some thoughts. We could discuss some personal matters. Head back to the ship and I can take it from here. Back to Andy's Choice, soldier. This partnership's finished.
Sounds like your old pal DeVries was in deep with the Order. Now, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I don't reckon fanatical is part of their employee code of conduct. And as you've seen, that kind of loyalty can pose a real problem to everyone else. But we'll track her down before it comes to a head. Don't you worry.
Alright, we'll talk about something else around the corner. For the crimes of repeated and indiscriminate slaughter of Order personnel. You mean all the idiots that do all that, right? Dan Dunzany. Speaks who bears some invested. The duties of a prior life in particular. Unfortunately, this has been a hatred for the Order. He seems to believe that the Protectorate has seized us too thin, and that we must all be executed as traitors. He has already made clear on his belief in the Dalton. And thing currently resides in Scrapper's Den with Gormless fellows. Oh, there. Oh. Are they friends with the assholes that attacked me when I got outside? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Multi-crimes affect malfeasance, general wreaking of havoc. 3. Morton and Egbert Dunsany. So, are you related to the other asshole? Anyway. Belong to the many protected subjects abandoned by their local leaders. However, rather than turning to us for aid, the duo instead partook in petty banditry. They have since acquired many fellow ne'er-do-wells and have quickly become a problem too troublesome to ignore. The brothers reside within the abandoned Guardian Estates in the southwest region of Golden Ridge. Note that due to catastrophic damage to our tram infrastructure, the mountain on which the estates reside must be ascended. Breaching the scat lines may be difficult, but those who succeed shall be amply rewarded. Really pisses me off.
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear, refugee settlements aren't what they used to be.
Oh, they used to be more liberty.
Makeshift habitations not meeting fundamental standards of structural integrity will be summarily dismantled.
Oh yeah, Duarte. He's former aunties like me. He was underneath for a few hours. Or, no, that was before. This time it was Rollo Nast? No. Gert Valkenburg. Happens a lot. People here need more room to breathe. Can't build in the walkways, can't set up in the exclusion zone. So they build up. Best they can, at least. Don't have proper building material or nothing. They just make do. After a while, the stacked up little huts they jury-rigged come tumbling down.
So a bunch of displaced have been hurt doing this?
Oh, you put that together, did you? Here, I thought I was being subtle. Yeah, people keep at it. What else choice they have? Order won't listen. Maybe if we interspersed our requests with numbers, they'd pay attention. Seems like all they care about sometimes.
You're doing the best work I have on hand. What worries me is you may be right.
You cannot possibly do the right thing today without knowing what will happen tomorrow. At the order of the Ascendant, we predict tomorrow, so you can have a better today.
The Grand Plan is the predetermined order to the entire universe, predicted down to a decimal.
There. What's that? What do you need?
Apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need an abacus to predict your path lies elsewhere.
What if I promise not to take much of your time? I was curious about the refugees. I'm hardly a lay person. I own two abacuses. One for work and one for play. Why is that?
Frivolous jocularity is one of a vicar's key methods for establishing rapport with lay people. If we gab a bit, I might restock my arsenal for witty rejoinders and quips.
You seem barely in the know. What's the situation in this settlement?
Yes, I reckon I do have my ear to the grimy dirt floor of Matriarch's Mercy.
Wow.
I hear what common lay people are saying, and the wide array of bodily noises they make. Suppose I, more than any other member of the Order here, connect with non-scienticians. I've begun daily lectures, including practical advice on efficiently planning their days. I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic, math, and meticulously expatiate on our sex origins in the most rigorously pedantic detail.
Oh, sect. Sect. I thought you said something completely fucking different. I don't really have like a dirty mind, but I mean, I swear I heard you say sex. Anyway. You haven't actually told me anything about the situation here. Wait. How you've been helping the displaced here? Talking to her, at them? To her, yeah.
As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations doing the rounds, education has proven to have a 13.7% increase in overall quality of life. I am single-handedly making a difference here. With constructive pointers on efficient scheduling, lessons on order history, plus some mathematics for a little added razzle-dazzle.
No, shut the hell up. No. No. And razzle-dazzle, yeah, mathematics. Like, you literally spouting fucking like 13.7% bullshit, like, what are you, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? One of those prediction machines that just takes everything in a mathematical sense and breaks it down. Kind of like a program in a computer that would just break it down continuously until it gets to the same point. You think they were listening? I think we have different ideas of what constitutes practical advice. People have to convert. Those all they be doing.
Whenever you're in the mood for extemporaneous bloviation, you know where to find me.
Oh my god. Did you hear that shit? You spit weird words at me. Big words. And then... you can go.
What happened to this place?
What?
Law. Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright side. I predict that the worst is behind us.
Okay. Hey, how come you're not a person?
We're not going anywhere. Not on the basis of some half-baked prediction. This so-called exclusion zone is where we stake our claim. Stand with me in defense of freedom.
What? What? It's you. What the hell do you want?
Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged you as some sort of prosperous scrapper by the rough look you got about you. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. Okay. I give up. Tell me. May Huffstutler, formerly Auntie's Choice, Department of Invasive Marketing. Now, the voice of the displaced. That's what those in the Order call me, leastways. An unofficial sobriquet, likely meant as a petulant slight. On account I object. Louder. More often than the rest. Those of us ended up here have very little except needs. I turn those into demands for reasons of clarity and import.
A helpful troublemaker is a noble calling. Yeah, something like that. You don't care much for the Order, do you? Where did all the people come from? The most? Yeah. Find him, I guess.
Though, admittedly, it's a difficult way to make friends. The Order's not exactly fond of me. Rabble-rousing doesn't align with their vision of a perfect universe. Happy as I am to make your acquaintance, I'm busy staking our claim over the exclusion zone, so if you'll excuse me.
Was that you mentioned about the exclusion zone? How are things around here? Like, said you don't have time to talk to me, but talk to me.
The exclusion zone. The Order has decided to keep us out thanks to some nebulous prediction of disaster. Screw their predictions. We have people, displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them.
Your prediction must have been especially foreboding. I'm sure the Order has your safety in mind. Maybe you should respect the rules of the people looking after you. Nah, fuck that.
Chance of life-threatening peril from a yet-to-be-determined catastrophe were the administrant's words. Not what I would call specific. I honestly don't give the slightest whit about the Order's idea of math or whatever calculation tells them that a catastrophe may or may not occur. I couldn't get anywhere with Administrant Agarwal, but maybe you'll have better luck.
Okay, I'll give it a try, but if I do, what are you gonna give me? Makes you think the administrant would listen to me. Being former Andy's you'll understand if I ask for a reward. No.
Even the Order, for all of their logical ways, value an outside perspective. And because I've run out of options.
I'll give it a try.
Thanks, stranger. Maybe fate's on our side for a change. You can find Agarwal in the lift building, probably formulating another equation to get on my nerves.
Like, I literally think that's what everybody's doing.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
With an 8.23 margin of error.
Hey, what do you think?
1,068.5
Holy
pardons. But my attention is presently 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies for the displaced.
Archivist Whitmark suggested I speak with you about work. Wait, who the hell are you? Very busy. What exactly do you do here?
Well, if the archivist said so, I suppose I can factor out a moment. As the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine. With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one could hardly blame them. That they are fed and remain healthy is sufficient for me.
Wow. I bet you're more stressed than you let on. But you seem happy about it.
The Order of the Ascendant is dedicated to the ascension of humanity. Our ultimate goal may not be reached in our lifetime. If I can help others in need today, I shall do so to the utmost extent of my abilities and resources.
Yeah, so you do it then.
Appreciate you respecting my time.
Huh? Wait.
Yes. You may peruse to your heart's content, but do so speedily for my sake.
Ooh, you got stuff. Kind of stuff. Patient step. Plasma caster armor. Holy shit balls. Dragoon armor. Huh. Okay. Very nice. You have a lot of nice. Ooh, hell yeah. Plasma cutter, plasma light, very badass. Leaded jumpsuit. What the fuck is that for? Are you combating anti-gravity, I guess? Okay. Burst assault rifle. better than the other one. So, settle my junk. And that's shit. That is shit, I feel like. What am I doing? So, wait a second. Hi. I can sell stupid shit. Hooray. Like, that. No. No. Whatever. I'm leaving. What are you doing?
What is it? I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-specific discourse, so choose your words with expediency. Oh, don't tell me. You're here on behalf of the voice of the displaced, aren't you?
Yeah. How did you know that? Yeah.
Oh, May, is it? You're on a first-name basis already? This is about the exclusion zone, correct?
If the displaced wants to resettle those people, the order is keeping the zone off limits for shady reasons. Talk to me like I'm from around here. That's exactly what
Or that it only that simple, but she ignores essential variables of the equation. You see, the seer predicted that a calamity would befall the exclusion zone, warning that the barrier must not be crossed. But the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway, laughing in the face of certain peril.
But she seems ready to accept responsibility for her actions. I still agree with that.
Tell me, which of us has the title of administrant before their name? The responsibility is mine, as are the consequences. The seer has augured death for anyone who enters the exclusion zone. Yes, you heard me right. Death. Furthermore, and I quote, an outside mediator, having earned the confidence of both sides, has a high likelihood of clearing up an ongoing dispute. And now the voice has involved you. How auspicious. Perhaps you are the outside mediator who was foretold.
Where would I even begin? If you believe both sides will listen, I'm in.
I believe only in the cold, inconvenient mathematics of the cosmos. This will work. It must work. The first step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. Talk to the people of Matriarch's Mercy. The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. We can't both be right. With your seasoned perspective, perhaps the voice of the displaced will learn to listen. Any questions before you get started?
Yeah, that's the first displaced. Why in hell did you do that? Earlier you said it was foretold. How does that work? So if I learn about everyone's concerns, I'll earn enough trust to resolve this dispute. I've spoken to a few people with valid concerns about the condition in camp. No, not yet.
I can tell you she's a rabble-rouser of the highest order.
Oh, I'm sure.
Still, she cleaves to her principles. That's something. You can find her outside, among her people, stubbornly defying an order barricade. But you already knew that.
You said it was foretold.
Novice Seer Vicarage should have ample time to illuminate you on the Order's forecast modeling methods. He's just down the room from here. According to predictions, yes. Or at least, my interpretation of them. I am reasonably certain. More than usual, in fact. Many people around camp support or object to our methods. Speak to them. Form your own opinion. And when you are ready, we will decide the fate of the exclusion zone.
Holy shitballs. Screw you. Nobody.
By the law. It's you.
What's up?
Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help.
You want my help? You don't even know me. So agree with that. Very happy.
True, but the Order's predictions know you better than you know yourself.
Fuck me. Like, it's such a weird fucking thing to have people believing so blindly in some weird mathematical version of what
As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees.
Yeah.
Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely.
Yeah.
That means space to spread out.
Anything I can do is just...
Since you asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Lamping. Just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all.
Interesting. You desperately need my help with some... Wait, what? You desperately needed my help with something else? What do you have?
Since you aren't a refugee, I hope you understand that I cannot offer my goods free of charge.
No.
But my prices are fair.
Fight. Anybody else hear weird fucking chiming? Yeah, that shit. Like, I literally thought I was hearing shit. Pinnacle pills. Drugs are consumed on pickup, granting progress towards an inhaler charge. Inhaler charges are used by your inhaler or healing while in combat. For healing, not while healing. No, never mind. Alright, I'm out of here.
Thank the architect. I knew you'd be back.
Right.
Well, really, it was the seer that knew, but it is always nice to have his predictions confirmed.
Hold the fuck on. I'll be right back. Jeez. Keep.
Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's Mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the seer predicted an outsider would find them.
Very well, I understand medical. I fancy myself something of medical.
You also strike me as someone on the go. I need committed medical employees, not a freelancer.
Yeah.
The seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks.
Before I get to that, I had another thing.
How can I be of service?
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But it's my firm belief humanity can do better.
All evidence to the contrary.
Hey. I'm sorry. Why the fuck do you have headlights? That's just fucking funny.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
No time for that. Ruth said we could help one another. Or does a man's queen kill its mate and feed the corpse to its action? Yes, please. Oh no. Thank you. But I couldn't possibly indulge when there's mischief afoot. What the fuck was that? Start using smaller words. I'm going to start using bullets. I don't. I do like. It's kind of. I don't know. See, it says.
Sensible. Straight to business, then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge?
I need to speak with Victor Clemens. Supposedly he's a member of your order. In a word, revenge. I'm hunting the one who nearly killed me, Augustine Deputy. What was it? Compartmentalization? I love that word. So fucking long. Wait, yeah.
Since losing access to the archive, the Order has been forced to limit its open exchange of ideas and information to avoid contaminating what few predictions we can still make.
What's this archive you mentioned? In other words, you're trying to avoid self-fulfilling prophecies, which is wise to limit the number of variables. Hold on.
We don't use that word, prophecy. Our predictions are strictly a matter of mathematical calculation. But in layman's terms, that is the objective. Yes.
The archive is a vast network of computational machines built beneath the ice of Cloister. Prior to the invasion, the Order used it to generate predictions on a vast scale. But listen to me prattling on. I'm sure you aren't here for a history lesson. Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
Not sure, but it seems likely he's involved in a plot to destroy Arcadia.
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse.
It's possible he's been manipulated into believing his actions serve the plan. Victor might not have a stomach for violence, but his co-conspirators almost certainly do.
Good intentions have led scienticians in the past to stray down paths most troubling. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the En-Ray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
Can you be more specific about the threats I'll be facing?
Besides the highly caustic Zeranium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay.
Is that all? I laughed in the face of such danger. I'm sorry, mad cultists. But sounds more like Victor working with the traitor I'm hunting. I'm not sure that any of those actually.
Rift worshippers spouting inane theories. They began showing up prior to the invasion.
Yeah, okay.
The first sign of dysfunction in the Protectorate always starts small, doesn't it? Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order, whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation.
We're on the same page. Now, how can I return the favor and help you? Good God. No offense, Abbott, but why? Yeah, why should I help you? Sorry, I tripped over my lip. Yes, I'm just like busting some kneecaps. Yeah.
No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Auntie's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity.
No.
It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate?
Listen here, dickface. No. I'm gonna teach you a fucking lesson. Why do you have a light? Oh my God. First of all, you have headlights. Second of all, you have a damn light bulb next to your freaking left ear. Oh my God. Whatever. Current tensions. And here, I thought we were getting along so well. I'm an agent with the Earth Directorate. What more do you need to know? I'm afraid in real life, I was so say that.
Earth Directorate agent is just a title. I'd seek to know who you are beyond that bit of headline.
There's something in the existence. I ask this every day. Someone in possession of far greater faculties than you could ever hope to match.
Doubtful. Only fools run around proclaiming their intelligence.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend, but the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence, but if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
Thanks for leading us all looking into all of this. Just checking, you're sure the Order didn't intentionally attack Andy's choice? You're supposed to be helping me. Why am I the one doing all the work? I love it.
I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
Erstwhile, huh? I've never heard of that word. Never. I have a few more questions before I leave. Wait, do I?
Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
You refer to Wiley as a seer. What is that? Ah, yeah, seers. I don't know more about those cultists you mentioned before. The crazy bastards. It's a slave of a giant statue. Sure, I'll ask you about that.
That is a statue of the matriarch, Alexandra Varick, Arcadia's founder and for whom the monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly. According to my calculations, the monastery will be accessible to certain members of the public shortly.
Ha! Good news indeed. Oh, you really must visit. The observatory is a true sight to behold.
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation, particularly in the field of predictive analysis.
So you're a calculator with legs. Good to know. Fascinating, that talent must come in handy. Congratulations, I guess. Is that a fancy way of saying you can predict the future? Yeah, kinda.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their indispensable counsel. I myself would be lost without mine.
Dark sages nod sagely. Fucking hell. Having someone who could predict the future certainly seems handy with a war on. I, too, value a good lackey. So, your friends, colleagues? I don't know. You seem excessively dependent on him. Yeah. That's what I thought, too. I was like, you seem to be just relying on this idiot next to you with freaking headlights. I've never seen somebody put on an outfit and go, you know what I need? You know what I really need with this fucking jacket? Headlights. Connected to a battery that I have strapped on my damn back that's literally going to give me back problems for 5 years. Good.
Oh, indeed. Okay. I needn't educate you on what you can see with your very eyes.
Yes, educate me,
There is a
please.
great deal of pressure on me to navigate what is a rather novel situation. Without Wiley, I dare say our predicament here would be even more precarious. Many lives depend on him, on us both. Why, Matriarch's Mercy would not be the refuge it is without his predictions shepherding its development.
That isn't saying much. Matriarch's Mercy is a disaster. That's kind of that's kind of true. So you
speak to Abbot Newell if you've more queries.
Look here, big boy. Your stupid outfit. Look at this stupid thing. You even put on why? Okay, so you have this stupid light bulb over here on by your left ear. You have 3 over here that are supposed to be fucking headlights, and then you have 2 on the back of your thing just so you can see the buttons. Good God, we'll just call you a walking light bulb. Hey. Oops. Not my intention. Yeah. Oops. Goddamn. That. I knew I was gonna hurt myself, but I didn't fucking realize that was gonna happen. Yeah, I forgot the exploding fucking bullets. Oh, good.
Have you beheld that new rifle up at the monastery? The Oracle?
The one Wiley designed, right? Uses a tracking algorithm?
What?
Never misses? Sounds ambitious, even for him.
I'd give my tenure for an hour alone with it and a Mantisaur at 2 clicks.
Uh-huh. Love that. Love all that. Why is no one giving me free shit? Not even stuff here can steal. The only place in this entire damn compound, I guess. What's this? Oh no. Yeah. Nope. Yeah.
I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Currently, that is. Well, then, I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct?
Yes.
We utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to help steer our followers' paths.
The department does, what now? What? So you tell everyone in the order what to
do. More what to watch out for. Advisement on adhering to the plan. Forecasts of probabilistic dangers. Elements of larger predictions made relevant to groups and individuals. The Department of Predictive Analysis is mainly populated by seers like myself, who represent the Order's most talented mathematicians. After years of study, some can predict events a few seconds or minutes into the future with reasonable precision. Others can estimate with up to 71.1% accuracy several months out. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive, but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. No offense.
Do unforeseen factors get in the way of your predictions? How do weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions differ?
The former are generalized forecasts for groups or settlements. The latter are more specialized to individuals and take far more time to calculate. Usually some are handled by one of the more senior seers in a region. But with Seer Wiley's days taken up advising the abbots and other things, this responsibility falls to me. Regrettably, I have built up a bit of a sizable backlog.
Tell me anything about the situation in this settlement.
Matriarch's Mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area.
Can't understand why I'm not seeing them here in droves. So you lack any substantial ways to aid the refugees?
I share the very same surprise. Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly.
One person here will swear by the Order's predictive methods. If none of the other refugees come by, perhaps you could pitch in to help elsewhere. Kinda, yeah. If you're helping them in other ways, you can also get them to listen to you while you're doing so.
I believe my services will be increasingly sought after the more of the displaced learn of our methods. Vicar Orendi, for instance, is assiduously occupied with such efforts. One of our recent guests, Rollo Nast, has received multiple personalized Order predictions. I believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well.
This is a predictory. I expected more than a desk. I think that answers everything. I'll leave you to it.
True, my situation does lack a certain refinement. Regrettably, this is Matriarch's mercy. We all must do the best we can with limited means. Well, I do believe you're needed elsewhere. Farewell.
Damn. Oh. Hey. What is this? Oh. What is this? Ascendant bourbon. No pain, no feeling, nothing. But yeah, but I'm not gonna use all 8 of them. Wait, 8. Fuck. Do 2. Alright, so. You are. Holy shit. I don't even have any of these things. Holy crap. Utility grip. Holy shit. Wait. Not that one. Wait, no. Chocolate. Like, it's less.
Where to first, Commander? Uranium manufactory or outpost opportunity?
What Nez?
Hope you appreciated how I bit my tongue back there with the abbot. Didn't want things to come to blows with civilians in the crossfire. Full of excuses for the attack, wasn't he? Could be that he's sincere. Or could be that he has his hands so full with keeping his community from falling apart that he missed a memo or two. Either way, I'm willing to stay my hand until we know the truth. If it were my folk buried under the rubble, I'd want to know for certain before acting. Besides, ain't nobody around here better suited for investigating than we are.
No shit, right? Does the truth matter? It won't bring back the dead. taking this better than I expected. I don't know. I can be at just trying to cover his ass. Frankly, I'm tired of being ordered around by everyone. You eat.
I prefer doing my shooting after asking all the pertinent questions, Commander.
Good.
While we're at it playing detective, we need to scope out opportunity. If there are any survivors, we ought to help, however we're able. I can only hope they had warning enough to run for cover. If they didn't, well, there's only so much basic training can prepare you for.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Go ahead straight there. You speaking from experience, if these troopers are as good as you claim, they can handle themselves. My priority is finding debris. Nope. That's not my priority. Damn it. Oh, shit. I mean, I'm still trying to do...
One's endured a week-long bombardment in a foxhole with only enough rations to last 3 days. Screams went on twice that long. Some of us still ain't fully recovered. We should move on, unless you got something for me?
Back to the ship and history soldier. This should be finished. Yeah, we'll talk later. Bye.
Is it me, or has my ankle been squeaking? You can hear it too, right? Must be the damn rotator again. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Yeah, talk about there. Let's go. Wait, so... Hold on. Where
do we go now? Another... What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright side. I predict that the worst is behind us.
Of course I detect why, no one.
My noggin sure is sore. I banged him up real good for you, didn't I? I won you one, right? Matters settled. The void you did. Barely connected. You're thinking of 2-3 scraps ago. You've been mostly unconscious a while now.
I've got no idea what either of you are talking about. Can you tell me anything about the situation you're inside?
You used at least 2 words I ain't sure I know. And I already forgot the question. No? I think. You ought to talk to Boss Tilda. She's the brains in this... What does she call it? Oh, yeah. Quasi-illicit shenanigan. Doesn't like to look at us when we're all banged up. Said my face turned her off Borscht loaf. Anyhow, head down the hill along the fence. Tell her Mapother and Mudge sent you.
I'm going to say this with all due respect. I'm glad you said your name because, yeah, I didn't want to read it.
Word to wise, don't accept anything here that's given for free. You'll pay, one way or another.
Hi. Talk to me. Hey. Hey. Where the hell is everybody? Nobody's talking to me. Fine. Screw you off. I'm happy. Not help you in. What's up with that? Oh, your arm. Okay, got you. I was like, what the hell did I have? Who are you? Are you Sub Rosa? Hey. Why is that name sound?
Whatever you're selling, I am not in the black market for it.
Thank you, Captain Dickface. I am so happy you're here. Hello. Vanilla. Filter. Why are you throwing that around? Hey! Stop.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Hmm? Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention. Oh, a semi-informed customer. Well, we offer a wide array of proxy altercations, from restrained bludgeoning to flat-out scraps. Here in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy.
So they fight using stand-ins. Just so what kind of trouble would somebody get into for fighting here? That's a good question.
It's the Order, so they don't kick you out or nothing. It's all community betterment volunteering. If you're former Auntie's Choice, it smacks kind of like work for free. If you're former Protectorate and it don't involve Automax, it's all terrifyingly mystifying somehow. We say whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah! This guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly?
I came to ask about the situation in the camp, but you answered my question. I'm just window shopping proxy altercations today.
Ugh, a tourist. Well, clear out then, huh? Can't have you scaring off real customers. I got a bunch of yeggs, 2 pugilized pugilists, and a sick canid to feed. Don't make me call Go on. Don't make me call Mapother and Mudge over. They don't like no fighting for free.
I want to steal your shit. I would love to, actually. Fine.
Look, your nose was just a stand-in for Duarte's nose. Don't feel like no stand-in.
Detected by fucking who? Mine. 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 Hey.
Can't say I'm fond of these lodgings. Talk about...
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of those drones from Auntie's Choice.
Easy, friend. We're all in this together.
You just keep your distance.
Look, I'm not with Auntie anymore. We all had reasons to leave.
Really? What was yours?
Honestly, I don't think it matters anymore. All that matters is we're alive.
Oh, try not to get too close. My sinuses are stuffed up, my ears are backed up, and my guts are gurgling up. I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your distance. Well, that is the idea. I've gotten sick at least a dozen times since we set up camp. Why, last week alone, I caught hack lung, sprat tongue, skinny teeth, and a rare case of mortified skull emergence. Figured I might as well get used to being sick. So I'm practicing for my next disease. It's gonna be a nasty one. I think it's downright awful what's happened to these fine folks. But me especially. Sickness, malnutrition, spontaneous genetic disorders, it never ends.
Oh, leave me alone. Okay, so...
Law, finally. Real relief for my fake symptoms. Let's see it then.
I wish.
If it's all the same, I'll give it to someone in real need. I've got more practice ahead of me. Wouldn't want to spoil it by seeking treatment. You have my gratitude, stranger. You too. Trust me, you don't want to catch this. Neither do I, for that matter.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return? Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was? Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders and the Order defecting, there's no putting this sprat back.
Keep your behavior within acceptable
Pretty good right about now.
A wasteland devoid of life? No, Arcadia is doomed. Plain
I
and
miss
simple.
my sprats. How do you do, stranger? Always nice to see a friendly face around Matriarch's Mercy. Though it's a pity I can't lend more aid to our downtrodden collective. I'm just a humble taxidermist.
You're a taxidermist. How much do you know about suturing wounds or reattaching limbs?
More than whoever butchered your friend. Do you need any touch-ups on that appendage?
Not unless you think a pair of glass eyes and glued-on antlers will help. Sorry.
But something tells me you didn't come to talk shop. What's this about, Agent? Am I in trouble?
Nope. Just the opposite. I'm recruiting you to assist the doctor of Matriarch's Mercy. Medical specialist.
What? And you think that's me? Listen, friend, a little skill with needle and thread does not make me a qualified medical professional.
Surgery tech, same thing. We don't have the luxury of high standards. Like I don't think like.
Am I supposed to find that encouraging? Have it your way then. I know when I'm being voluntold. But you better make it worth my while. Before I agree to anything, I need sprat corpses. Several. And no victims of violence, please. My art depends on the quality of the sleeve.
Ugh, stop calling them sleeves and you got a deal.
The term is industry standard, and a taxidermist without standards is never a pretty sight. I used to source all of my sprats from a local trapper, Frankie Billings. No idea if she's still in business. Word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory, so watch yourself.
So what the fuck? Wait, hold on.
Thus, if we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside the settlement to outside, we gain minute insight into the grand plan.
Like every time you talk about
Bread, crackers, mathematically unnecessary law. A good
I haven't seen this many folks crammed together since recalled libations light at the thrust.
Welcome. Have you come to
Smells
bask
about the
in
same,
the Order's
too.
knowledge? Friends, neighbors, while you shelter in Matriarch's Mercy, heed the teachings of the Order.
What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Alright, hold up. Oh, look at that. Give me the fucking ability to use the things I want. Jackass. God. Oh, that's unnervingly annoying. Add 10% damage to humans. Plus 16% to companions' damage and 8% to their health. Damn it. I don't want to do explosives or anything. Like, I really don't. No. Gosh. Makeshift armor. Whatever you craft items, your armor gains a temporary bonus to its armor value that degrades from an incoming attack. Lightning. You now apply burn faster and heal whenever you deal plasma damage. 20% more stacks of burn applied when dealing plasma damage. Heal for 5% plasma damage dealt. Ooh, sharpshooter. Marksman, assault, and sniper rifles deal increased damage at distances less than 20 meters, but less below that distance. Sneak attack damage for these weapons is also increased. Serendipitously, you gain an innate critical hit chance for pistols and SMGs. Additionally, critical hits with these weapons automatically reload with a small portion of the weapon's magazine. Machine guns, special weapons, and assault rifles slowly reload automatically. Additionally, all weapons have increased magazine size. Bounty terminals now have an option to immediately cash out bits by hacking into bank accounts. Once an account is drained, you'll need to earn 7,200 experience points to get to the next one. The contents of a locked container can be viewed before lockpicking. Also, you gain an increased range bonus for guns. Connoisseur, 25% plus 25% healing for food and drinks, plus 25 inhaler charges from drugs. Consume food and drinks heal more. Additionally, drugs add additional inhaler charge. You unlock an additional primer slot, allowing you to use the effect of multiple primers at once. Additionally, toxicity gained from using the inhaler is decreased. Using the inhaler with multiple primers equipped applies the effect of both on use, but combines the total toxicity of all primers on use. Negative 25% toxicity received from medical inhaler. Warning, maxing out your uranium. You accumulate uranium poisoning much slower than you can no longer receive light and heavy uranium poisoning penalties after accumulating too much. Additionally, if you enter a drug crash from using the medical inhaler, when the crash ends, a portion of your uranium poisoning is removed. Power attacks knock down enemies. Searching through containers can occasionally reward you with bonus bits or crafting materials. After dropping to 10% or less gadget energy, don't care about that. When your health hits 25%, the gas energy deflection apparatus gadget automatically activates without spending energy. Has a cooldown between automatic activations. If you're crushed when an NPC starts investigating you, gain camouflage for a short duration, has a cooldown. Your speed skill also scales damage. After scoring a kill from stealth, your movement speed is dramatically. So, I don't use tactical time dilation. I don't know why, but I don't. I'm electrocuted, and you not apply electrocuted faster when dealing shock damage. Additionally, weak automechs become scrambled rather than paralyzed when reaching max stacks. Scrambled automechs will attack their allies for a duration and will still take damage over time. Strong enemies, such as leaders and bosses, cannot be scrambled this way until their health has been sufficiently reduced. After sprinting for a short duration, the first melee attack performed gains bonus damage. This damage increase is larger for two-handed melee weapons. Yes, I'm sure it is. You gain the ability to perform a perfect lock. No thanks. Creatures always drop raw meat. You can temporarily tame hostile creatures. You can now apply vulnerable faster when dealing corrosive damage. Additionally, your critical hit chance against dissolved foes is increased. I forgot about having that thing. Gain the ability to pickpocket others. Pickpocketing can be activated by crouching up to an unaware human. Inspiring Commander. Kills scored by either you or the party charge each companion ability a small amount. Companion command meters fill 5% each time the party scores a kill. Manual reset. You can hack into auto mechanicals, forcing them to restart. Trick shot, weak spot, kills, ricochet, dealing damage to a second nearby target. Crabble Ranger. Marksman rifles, pistols, and shotguns deal increased damage, while the magazine of one of these weapons is half empty, also gained a bonus to critical hit chance. No. Psychopath. Gain bonus damage against any faction you have negative reputation with. No, thank you. Gain critical hit chance with all weapons against all enemies. The chance is increased against strong enemies such as leaders and bosses that aren't heavily damaged. While sprinting or sliding, incoming damage against you have the increased chance to be outright avoided, increasing your evasion. This is increased further when you're in light or medium armor. Bandages. While all of your equipped armor and weapons share the same brand, gain damage, bonus, and armor. Whenever you craft items, your armor gains a temporary bonus to its armor value and degrades from incoming attacks. The amount of armor added is based off the total value of the materials used. The bonus armor can take more hits before degrading as your engineering skill increases. Okay. What do you mean? If I do this, I don't know. I don't even know what I want to use yet. So let's just do companions. While those in the party, containers have a small chance to contain a large cache of scrap metal. While exploring, Niles periodically calls out enemies he spots, revealing them on the minimap. He also makes it more difficult for enemies to spot you. Nice. That one seems better. What do you mean? Oh. It chose it already. I just have it. Okay, Inez. What are your things? Experimental drug conversion. Eating food or drink while Inez is in the party grants a small amount of inhaler charge in addition to the normal healing. Or experimental biomass conversion. Eating food or drink while Inez is in the party has a chance to give you crude biomass for crafting. I guess. Like another one of those things.
Look on the bright side. I predict that the...
Forgot. Alright, journal. Inside borders. It will only help once you have acquired some high-quality sprat corpses from the trapper. Wait, what? Recruit the taxidermist? Okay, yeah, he's got the thing. Holy shit. Talk to people in Matriarch Mercy. The Order believes that the exclusion zone is in imminent danger, but the displaced are willing to take that risk. Talk to people around Matriarch's Mercy and learn what they think. The displaced appear to have hired Sabrosa proxy. Oh, that's all I should have already talked to people about. The local doctor says the Order provides enough medicine to address local sicknesses, but it will keep occurring until the overcrowded conditions are ignored. Wait, never mind. I lost where I was. Speak with the... Oh yeah, I already did that. Okay, back. Or not back. The invocation of inconclusive innocence. Abigail has... take Abbott's message to Outpost opportunity. Battle with beastly brigands. Kill Edward and... Oh, that's extra shit. I don't even have enough anyway, so I couldn't do that if I wanted to. What? Occupiers on a piece of an original mural are scattered throughout the tram stations in Golden Ridge. It's possible that if you visited these murals, you could take the original pieces and assemble the complete work in your ship. Yeah, See, I don't...
That the worst is behind us.
1,090 years? Holy hell.
The grand plan is the predetermined order to the entire universe. We can predict it down to a
decimal. Bring over your head. Get the hell away.
If we the random elements offset certain key variables,
it shall ever return to how it was.
I wish. Between the invaders, order defecting disruption. There's no putting this sprat back into the can.
Oyster is looking pretty good right about now.
A wasteland devoid of life? No, Arcadia is doomed. Plain and simple.
What did you say or not say?
Spy move!
Ready to waste. On your command.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal. Not getting up without help, Commander! Knew you had my... No offense to Val, but it's real nice having someone watching my back who ain't in constant need of recalibration. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Now we have to figure out what the hell's spewing at me. Oh, I need food. Nope. Oh, damn button. Freak. Probably. Stop, bro. Yeah, fuck. I don't know why. So not going towards the fucking thing that I do. Act. Move towards. More grenades. Hell.
No.
What is it? Yeah. What? Yeah, what? Oh, yeah. What plant? Weird, but I like it anyway. Hi. Who are you?
Stranger,
In light of the recent attack on Auntie's Choice, you may want to make haste to Matriarch's Mercy. It's just down the road here.
So it was one of our bases that got hit. Well, I'm gonna be sick.
What was? What was the attack?
I can't rightly say, and that is rather concerning in its own right. It seems our temporary ceasefire with the corporatists may be at its end.
It was a ceasefire?
Yes, this was an active war zone until recently, and now seems like it may be so again. Not quite certain why the attack was launched, but that is not under my purview. I'd surmise that when Auntie's Choice realized they couldn't get through our defensive measures, they wisely chose the path of diplomacy. Seems I was mistaken.
Well, it weren't our artillery that made that strike. I can tell you that much.
They must have done something to provoke an attack, which is why your safest path now is the one that leads to Matriarch's Mercy.
Why is that? What else is going on? Because there's shit going on there, too.
The Order controls everything south of this point, but the rest is beset with various dangers. Zealots, scavengers, creatures, and corporatists. Well, not certain about that last one anymore, after the attack.
You say zealots, do you mean the cultists who worship the rifts? What were you saying about scavengers? I have to ask about the creatures. Yeah, those little spider-looking ones, fucking things.
Yep, mad to the last one. People will turn to anything to ease their discomfort during times of crisis, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean... That's human nature, though. I mean... Whatever. You could stick on this... Alright.
They're both unstable and violent. Auntie's forces call them scrappers, and uses them for just that, gathering scrap materials. Excessive abuse of stimulants has made them severely unbalanced and prone to violence. They've also been known to pose as refugees, to lure their victims into ambushes. There are several camps of them northwest of here. I'd strongly advise keeping your distance.
Because my health. Alright, what is it?
They're both unstable and violent. Auntie's forces call them scrappers, and uses them for just that, gathering scrap materials. Excessive abuse of stimulants has made them severely unbalanced and prone to violence. They've also been known to pose as refugees, to lure their victims into ambushes. There are several camps of them northwest of here. I'd strongly advise keeping your distance. The creatures are of the genus Varachnid. They are large enough to kill a full-grown human, and exceedingly willing to do so.
May all your endeavors elicit expected results.
I don't see anything else coming. Was it just the one?
The problem with your idea of you don't know. It's not all of it.
Architect. I hope this does not turn back into an active war.
Thank you. I don't know what you're talking about, but you don't need more water. Sounds like a great escape. Anti-air accuracy. Current accuracy. Holy hell. I am not reading all that. Sorry. Mess. Digital personnel, be advised that as our new anti-air system comes online, we expect a substantial amount of debris from destroyed enemy landing craft to drop off. Please wear standard safety equipment and be alert at all times. Attention all personnel, be advised that we have made an update to the procedures in regards to the abandonment and disposal of certain assets. It is of critical importance that we prevent the forces of the anti-choice from acquiring any of the logic assembly units that have controlled the targeting of our anti-air weapons. Without an understanding of the equation, it's doubtful that they would be able to glean any information from these assets, but this is not a risk we're willing to take. To that end, anytime an anti-air cannon is abandoned or the damaged one is disposed of, the logic simply must be absolutely disposed of. probabilistic targeting. We have issued updated targeting algorithms which account for the new frontline positioning. Please ensure that you have removed and thoroughly disposed of the old MKCCXIX marketing logic assembly and replace them with the superior MKCCXXXI logic assembly. Raise your tired cube already.
This is the Order's anti-air control center. If you don't have specific business here, kindly keep moving.
Fine, got it. Fine, got it. All mine. Can't have that either. Wait, where the hell am I going? Way the fuck. Oh, wrong place.
Show your work or shove off.
Your work or shove off. Lick my ass or fuck you.
Yeah.
Please don't distract me from my more pressing distractions. What is with the anomalous behavior?
Perhaps it would be advantageous to... No. Do you have a specific matter requiring discussion with me that cannot be postponed? I'm rather preoccupied at the moment.
You're old, huh?